Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of JB Trickle RC. In this episode, we're going to be covering the very fun and awesome Halloween Havoc race. We just got done with that race this past weekend. It was at the Easley RC Complex at the Hobby Connection in Easley, South Carolina. And it was one of the yearly Halloween, themed Havoc races that we do every October. And it was an absolute blast. There was some fantastic racing in all the classes. And in this episode, you're actually going to get to see every single class that we actually ran at this race. And we're talking from Novice all the way up to Breakout, the Buggies, the Super Streets, as well as the 21.5 foam tire cars. So I didn't get everybody's main event. And the reason for that is since I race too while I'm filming these episodes, depending on where my race falls, I'm not able to cover the race right before it because I'm in the staging lane getting ready to go. So I got some new equipment, some new camera mounts and such. So I'm going to try to do I'm going to try some of the upcoming races to try to get all the main events, at least parts of it, so you can view that. But man, was there some fantastic racing going on at this race. I had a good night too. I had some success, actually wound up second in the buggy class as well as in the Super Street class. I had a really good race there as well. Qualified in the A main. We'll hit more on that later in the video. But again, guys, I appreciate you checking these videos out. I hope you enjoy our Halloween Havoc race. And do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to receive notifications every time I got to upload, don't forget to ring that bell icon as well. So again, guys, I appreciate you joining me. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Got turtle. Turtle.
I can't help about the dentist bill.
Yeah, step on Taylor.
Everybody's gonna count you down. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2. When we get to 1, you'll go. Okay. Make 1 lap. Make 2 laps around the racetrack. Please be careful. Okay. All right, adults, y'all want to count them down from 5.
Run CJ over.
1 more. 3,
2, 1.
Oh, there it goes.
Pass to the high side. Oh! Hello, Kyra. She gonna get on the high.
She did.
She gonna get him.
High side up. How many laps is it?
2.
2.
Look at her laps.
Oh, she done stretched it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Oh, Biddy. She done stretched lead out.
All right, guys. So I just want to give you a first-person view of riding around here and actually packing the track, rolling the track in. You've seen this process in some of the other videos, but you haven't seen it from the first-person view. Just thought I'd give you all a little tour around the Easley dirt oval track here, and again, just doing the final stages before the heat rounds begin, rolling it in, making sure the surface is clean, rolling any loose dirt and things of that nature. So a process that we got to go through each time whenever we're racing on the dirt oval. First heat race of the night, and got to say, give a huge shout out to these novice guys. They've been putting on a really good show week from week and getting better with every race. And I'll even go so far to say that there are, 2 or 3 guys, a few guys, that are likely ready to go ahead and make that jump to the breakout class and start working their way up. It's fantastic to see these guys get better each week.
Ends up going to turn 1, race that's all clear. Christian broke out there, my man. Christian broke out there. So put Shepard to the lead by himself now. 5 to go.
Second heat race tonight, we got the Mudboss class. This is another popular one as well. This is a slash-based class with the low center gravity chassis plate. And it was great seeing my good friend Michael back out here again. He hadn't been able to race with us in a while, and he made it back out for the Halloween Havoc race. And he actually had a really good showing, too, and we'll get to check that out here a little bit later whenever we're watching the main events.
That is it. Everybody's done. Alexander picking a win up.
And here we go for our third heat race of the night. This is the new 10.5 late model. Now this is another slash-based class. However, this one is running a low center gravity chassis plate, much like the Mudboss. Pretty much very similar to the Mudboss rules as well. but you're running a 10.5 motor instead of a 13.5 like the Mudboss, and you're actually running a late model body. And this class, it's been around in a couple other areas, but it's just now kind of getting started around here. Looks to be growing pretty quick, and the guys that have been running it saying it's absolute blast. So we're going to have some really good footage and check these guys out in the main events later on as well.
6-second breakout heat 1, you should be there. 6-second breakout heat race number 1, you should be there. 45 to go. Again, Maria is making an order, pizza order. If you want to get some pizza, please come see her.
All right, and here we go for, I believe, our 4th heat race of the night. And this is the Breakout class. So you've heard me talk about this a couple times, some of the other videos, but this is the one where there's a set time. In this case, it's either 7 seconds or 7.5. They can't run a lap faster than that, because if they do, they break out and they lose that lap. Could send them from the lead to dead last. Just depends. But really good racing here. This is generally the next step up from like the novice class. Some of these guys that are running the Breakout class are also racing the Super Street class as well now and having a blast. And these guys always put on a fantastic show, and there's always really nice and close racing in this class too. Always a good one to watch. If I can get over there to watch these guys race their main events, I always do.
Left in the bank towards 0.
And here we go. This is my first heat race of the night. This is the open 2-wheel drive Buggy Latemodel. And again, this is my first heat race of the night. And I believe this was heat race number 1 as well. And we get out here, and let's see here. Yeah, I started 3rd in this race, I believe it was. And I already kind of turned around right there. It was a little slick early on, but it come around. Got my car right. My car wasn't quite right to begin with, so I had to do a little bit of work there. But had a good time. Got the car figured out and dialed in a little bit more later on. In the second heat race, I ended up finishing 2nd, I believe. Was still chasing Matt that night, but we all had a blast. We was up there on the driver's stand talking and cutting up a little bit while we were racing, having a good time.
Heat 1, you're up next. There'll be 6 of you. Heat 1, you're up next.
Time for some foam tire racing with this 21.5 class. This is a class that I have raced before in the past. This is one of the purpose-built classes that runs foam tires. 21.5 here with the top tier class, which is running 17.5. So this is kind of the sportsman version of that. And I actually just finished building a new 21.5 car. Plan on taking it out for some testing and tuning this Friday night. So that you'll be seeing a video coming up soon of me building one of these cars, as well as the testing and tuning session as well. But these guys put on a fantastic main event that we're going to get to see later on tonight as well.
3.5-second lead over Miller. That is it. Everybody's done. Roger's picking a win.
Now let's get that loud and proud and fast Nitro class going here. These guys put on a good show whenever they come out and race with us as well. These cars are always a blast to watch. Very fast, very loud. That smell of that nitro burning, man, there's nothing like it. So this is a good one to watch as well. Time to go do some Super Street racing. This is my first person camera mounted on my Super Street car. And guys, I just want to say, at the end of the night, come main time, we had a B, and C main feel to these cars. So there's some people that had to bump from the C to the B and then bump from B to the A to make it to the main event. Was no easy task. But some fantastic main event racing for this you'll see here shortly as well.
What's going on, guys? So we just finished the second round of heats. We're getting ready to go into the mains. Just picked up my first heat win of the night. Kind of a rough race, no fault of anybody, but a little bit of a bumpy ride. Did good, scored a win. I don't know if that was good enough to get me into A main, but we're gonna find out. All right, what's up, guys? Checking in now. It's main time. Come to find out, I did make the A main in the Super Street class. There's only 3 cars of us for the buggy class, the open two-wheel drive buggy, so we're running the A main for that. But gonna try to come at you with some good A main action. I may not get all the races. If your race didn't make it, I'm sorry, guys. It was just due to time. But some awesome racing going on tonight. So I'm gonna jump off here, get my cars ready, and get some more A main racing in. I'll check in with you guys later.
Gary and Donald. Alrighty, one to go at the line. Green next time by. Not here. Coming to the green next time. Good luck to you. Let's spread yourself out here. 35 lap. A main. Coming to the green this time. Good luck to you, gentlemen. First pack race of the night. Mudboss, A main. You're up next. We're green, green, green.
So now we're back to our first A main race tonight, featuring the novice class again. And again, man, these guys put on a really good show. Some of these guys, in my opinion, are ready to make the jump to the breakout class as well. And it was awesome watching these guys, and you know, and some of the people still learning too. I mean, this is how you get started somewhere. You know, I love the fact that some of our tracks have novice option classes such as this to help people actually get involved with the sport. I think it's smart. It helps people get interested. And again, anybody that is watching this video thinking to themselves, I'd like to do this, do it. Don't question it. You come on out to the track, talk to me, talk to anybody around you. The majority of people are going to be willing to help you and get you going.
Dakota has almost a lap. Yeah, he's got almost a lap on the field now. That's the track. In the 2 car, he's
There you go.
He was running second. It's the war machine. He's going into turn 3. Dakota's come off turn 4. 4 to go right there. You're novice A main. Mudboss looking for you. Mudboss. You look on your leader in the 2 car. Race that's all clear. White flag this time by on your 2 car.
Stay smart.
The flag is out. Congratulations, Dakota England.
Good run.
Novice
Good run.
Halloween Havoc A main winner.
Is that your first A main win?
And Justin, a turn marshal, please. We're on second. After part then Cole Rabb rolls off 3rd. Shane Watson rolls off 4th. Afton rolls off 5th. Coker and McDuncan. Let's spread yourself out. 4-minute A main here. Got plaques for you, or got a trophy. We're going to hand out a trophy here the first race tonight. Here we go. We're going to 1 to go at the line. Good luck to you. Mudboss A main. Get ready to go green. 21.5 late model A main. You're up next. 21.5 late model A main. You're up next.
Guys, this race right here, this was one to watch on the Halloween Havoc night, man. That they put on a fantastic show. Some really hard and heavy racing, some clean racing, some door love, some little aggression. This race had it all. But I'm going to give you a heads up right now. You keep an eye on that red number 229, my buddy Michael. You keep a red on that, an eye on that orange number 14, my buddy Sid, and keep an eye on that blue car. There's some absolutely fantastic racing, heavy racing, and several lead changes worth a watch.
No, I'm sorry. 6-second breakout B main up next. I'm sorry. 6-second breakout B main is up next. I was looking at my computer, not using my head. Oh, we got a good one brewing here. Watson, he's going to move up to third now behind Carter. Carter making away with Waynesboro, running second now. Rasmus with 229 trying to check out. 3:30 to go here. Going to be junking now. Watson trying to, he's on back door with 229. Got a pass in clean there. Getting back to lap traffic. Cole and Cole, leaders are coming. Cole, leader is behind you. Thank you, sir. Good job, young man. Regular job. I got a gift card waiting for you right here, Cole, for the hottest shot. When this race done, Rasmus goes up high. Now Watson goes up under him. Got a good battle. Watson going to take the lead now down the back straightaway. 2:15 to go. Still plenty of racing to go. That's your top two. Going 3 and 4. Got to go. That Watson still holds on to the lead. He's jumping up to second. Last time he drops to third there. Tokyo going to 229. 125 to go. If he throws, pull him off. 25 to go now. Last one, he's there. He's got a pass and clean. Can he get it done? Half a second. That's the lead right now. Down the front straightaway, turns 1 and 2. Steve grabs a handful for all and makes the streak. Now last one back on his back bumper again. 15 seconds to about 3 laps here. White flag, 1 more lap to go. 4 seconds left. He's there. Can he make a stick? He's going to dive to the bottom. Now Steve's going to drop. Oh, that's a line.
All right, it's time for some of that foam tire 21.5A main action. These guys always put on a good show. This was one heck of a fantastic A main event these guys did too. Lots of fast cars, lots of real good action, clean racing. It was just awesome to watch this. But again, I know a couple of these guys, or a handful of these guys, are getting ready to make the jump from the 21.5 to the 17.5 program, which is, I guess you'd call that one at like the pro level. But I'm super excited to be bringing you some more footage of this 21.5 stuff, since I am going back to it again. And may even get the chance to cover some 17.5 racing coming up for you guys as well over the winter, doing some indoor racing.
Rogers, Bryant, and Jackson coming to green, off turn number 4 next time. Good luck to you, gentlemen.
Okay, guys, and here we go. This is my first A main race of the night. This is the 2-wheel drive open buggy class. And the track really come in as the night went on, and I was on point. I had a really good Halloween Havoc race. Both of my cars, whenever they needed something, I was able to make the right changes, got both the cars performing a lot better than in the heat races. And as you can see right here, that's my buddy Matt in the orange car. Started on the pole and in the lead. That's me right behind him in the black and white and blue Ghostbusters car. And I'm on Matt pretty good. I'm giving him, a really good race there for a little bit, trying to reel him in and see if I can get around him. And I stayed on him for several laps. And then you'll hear me later on in the video clip. I get up kind of high, miss my line, and get a little bit of loose dirt on my tires. Ended up spinning the tires a little bit. Then I lost them. Then I just couldn't catch them for the rest of the race. But still a good race for me, a good night for me. It was good to come home with a second place plaque for this.
4:30 left in the bank. Rogers, Bryant, and Jackson.
Got up there in the slick stuff.
Thanks for me for
Rogers in the 121 area, 2:15 to go. Rogers, Bryant, Jackson, Rogers on a 42-4 pace. And 130 to go. Rogers, Bryant, Jackson.
All right, guys, this is the Super Street A main, and I do apologize that there is no race audio for this race clip. There are some conversations going on here right beside my camera, and couldn't really hear the racing with some of that going on anyway. That's okay. I figured I'd talk you through some of this race. But you heard me say earlier in my mid-race clip that I did that I picked up my first heat race win of the night. It was here. I won one of my Super Street heat races. Once again, really good night for me. Whenever the cars needed something and the car was a little off, I was able to make the right changes and it just made the car better and faster in both of my classes. So I'm thankful for that. You know, like I said, it gave me a fantastic race night. And the fact that I made the A main, I qualified 5th overall in the A main, was a pretty good deal too, considering this was on a night that we had A, B, and C mains for this class. So there are some guys that had to race up from the C main to B, and then they had to try to race from the B to the A. So some really, really good racing in this class for the Halloween Havoc. And as I'm sure you're watching some of the racing in this clip and some of these clips here too. Now, I did end up having a little bit of a mishap here. It's part of racing, it happens, but you'll see that coming up here momentarily. And you know, whenever something like this happens, it just happens sometimes, you know. So right here we go again in slow mo just so you can see it. Traction rolled. I traction rolled the car.
There we go. Reliant Robin.
And that's exactly how I felt as well. I mean, there was nobody to blame but me. I knew the track was biting up, and I was like, maybe I should take a little bit of dual rate out, which I didn't do. And as soon as I went in that corner about center, I went to hammer it on, and then I felt I could see the car rotating. And I said, oh, boy, here comes a traction roll, and there I went. So, and after that happened, I got hung up a little bit. Took a corner marshal a moment to spot me. So at that point, I think I ended up like 3 or 4 laps down, but nobody to blame but myself on that one. It was still kind of funny, but, you know, I hated it at the same time. But I was like, hey, I made it in the A main. Still had a good night overall. And here we go again, guys. This is the last A main of the night, the Nitro, 1/8 scale Nitro. And again, these cars are such a blast to watch. They're so fast. They're so loud. The smell. I mean, everything about these just scream race car. And they are an absolute blast to watch run. But again, these guys running the A main put on another good show. It was fantastic to see them out there at the track again as well. As this race starts to come to a close, guys, I just again want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for another episode of JB Trickle RC. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a longer one than usual for a normal race night. Had a lot to fit in for it being the Halloween Havoc race. But again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.